Once Human is a game I simply did not expect. They struck such a beautiful balance between a craft survival game and an MMORPG. It is extremely fun to play, and the gameplay loop is executed to the highest tier. So, definitely a game I recommend keeping your eyes peeled. Now, we are just about to come to an end to the second closed beta. I had no idea this game even existed. I was just bored on the morning of Christmas Day, and I ended up getting a key and I was hooked. So there's another beta coming out in March. Now, you'll see with the numbers on this benchmark, they're kind of all over the place. So there's going to be definitely a bit of a disclaimer here. But anyways, on March, when the game comes out, it should be also, as far as I know, be released for mobile. So, iOS and Android, I would assume. I don't know for a fact. This is just me making assumptions. I haven't had time to look into that information. But anyways, there's definitely a mobile version coming. Now, this closed beta was only on PC, so of course the benchmark is on PC. So, the device I used the GPD Win 4 with the 6800U, I used the GPD Win Mini with the 7840U, and the Legion Go with the Z1 Extreme. Now, before we go into each individual slide, when I say it was all over the place, be it 15 watt, 18 watt, 21 and 25 watt, which is all 4 different TDPs that I tested, there were times where 18 watts would fare much better than 25 watt, for example. Now, within the same device, I made the absolute most to make sure that I tested within the same parameters, same area, same enemies, same gunplay, same temperature, not temperature, but time of the day. So, it's a beta. Clearly, the game needs optimization, but the good news is it is definitely playable. Before we go into individual slides, the average, it is completely bonkers to look at it this way, but what I'm trying to get here is what we should at least expect as far as a minimum. So for the Legion Go, the average was 54.9. Now, the GPD Win 4, which clearly it shows that chip has more optimization for this game code, it seems, 73.4. Now, it's considerably better than both the Win Mini and the Legion Go, but Win Mini did 60.6 average frame rates per second. Again, it's obvious that the game still has optimization to go through. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was able to play the entire content from end to end game, and for the most part, there was little to no issues. However, optimization is very much something they need to work on. So let's start with the Win Mini. Now, if you look here, for example, the 25 watt here did fare better than the other TDPs, but for example, 18 did the worst versus 15. Again, it's all over the place, so I wouldn't use that as a reference. I believe here the takeaway is it's gonna work. Now, the testings, I should have mentioned that. I always keep forgetting. The testings were done at 720p with everything at the lowest. Now, when moving to the GPD Win 4 with the 6800U, you'll see that it did much better. In fact, even at 15 watt TDP, we were able to hit the 60 fairly consistently. So, yeah, it's clearly this optimization here because logically speaking, both Z1 Extreme and 7840U should do better, especially in later wattage, which is not the case. 6800U beats everyone. Now, when moving to the Legion Go, of course, the numbers are a little more on the lower side. All 3 devices were running the absolute latest drivers from AMD, so Adrenaline, again, I always forget, I believe it's 23.12.1, but it is the latest. They're all running the latest drivers. Now, arguably, I could have potentially ran the latest driver from the official Lenovo ones, but I don't expect they would have done much better, if I'm being honest. So, that is it, guys. This is the benchmark for Once Human. Again, a game I'm super excited. It's supposed to be released somewhere in Q3 or maybe Q4 2024 from a company I had never heard before. Well, from a developer team called Starry Studio and published by NetEase. So big company behind them, and it shows. It shows. There's a lot of ideas that are thrown in this game. Enough that you will recognize them, but not enough that you would think it's completely rip-off. I mean, arguably. Anyways, it's fun. So if you like those kinds of videos, I just did Prince of Persia, and I will be covering Paul World when it releases on the 19th of January. With that said, that is it for me today, and I'll see you on the next one.